Okay, pretty standard, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna walk it here. I'll kind of explain what we do. Obviously pressure washing. I like to trench the rocks back, as in I like to take the rocks and dig them back so that when I paint that stem wall, that concrete wall, it gets painted correctly. And then that way we can, when we push the rocks back, we have no line. For me, prepping, this definitely, it's in time, but it's pretty good shape, you know. Stuff like this right here. We go ahead and we screw that stuff back in. We don't want to leave any holes like that. We caulk everything. We caulk this, we caulk this, anything that needs to be re-nailed in. We do caulk the trim in, which was not done. And that's, you know, not a big deal. We do it. All this stuff. This is two coated, painted, and then back rolled and back brushed to make sure we kind of get rid of some of these wood grain lines. This here, there's a couple tricks to this. I've been taking a piece of sheet metal, screwing it in and having it stick over so the soot goes onto the sheet metal. I did that on my house. We usually do stuff like that when we're working on them. Caulking that, you name it. Anything that needs to be fixed, that re-nailed. So far pretty standard. We caulk in everything, even that crease line right there, scraping, anything that might need it. All lights come down. We take them all down while we're painting. We put them back up when we're done. All of them. It just, if you decide to change lights in the near future, it's kind of nice not to have that shape if you put a round light on. So we take them all down. Windows are all masked off. We use high-end 3-in film. There's a couple things. Yeah, I mean, pretty basic. I really like how the trim is kind of two-tone. But you know, that can be changed. You tell us. We do it all. So for us, it's really not that big of a deal. Pretty standard stuff. We paint in everything. Prime, paint this guy, pressure wash the whole works. Under here, we'll just emulate what they already did. You know, paint by hand. I don't like to spray and get overspray on stuff. We do spray the building, but a lot of stuff we try to do by hand. And like this stuff, I like to keep it so that it's professional, where we're actually looking at, you know, you see the contrast. A lot of guys up here, they just like to blow it all out one color, and that's okay too. Obviously, we'll probably be doing this woodshed as well. Come around the corner. I probably won't be able to get on the deck today. Didn't bring any ladders. This really isn't that bad. I bet you with some pressure washing and some deck stripper, a light sand on this guy, you know, it's not that bad. I was thinking it might be a little worse. We like to do the doors in semi-gloss just because it's a high traffic and it can be cleaned. We do caulk in everything, like all this stuff up there. We caulk in, you know, fix cracks. Basically, we do a 10-year paint job, and that's kind of the trick. That's why we get return business for our interior stuff, because hopefully you won't see us for 10 years with the exterior. Gutter cleaned when we pressure wash. Deck doesn't look as bad as I anticipated. I think a good pressure wash, and then we'll kind of take it from there. If we can do a further bid with a ladder if need be, but from the looks of it, I mean, you guys did nice stuff. It looks really good. It just seems as if we could probably strip it, and you know, it might take a couple pressure washing to strip it down, and sand where need be. Some of the outside stuff might have to be sanded, but again, not really that big of a deal. We do decks that are far worse than this. Underneath, same thing. Run it, pressure wash all the way down. There is a couple options we can do, as in we can paint the green on the bottom of the deck boards as well. Some people do that often. Not on top, just underneath. It saves time, and the time is what, you know, you kind of get charged. But it all depends. There's a couple different aspects to go. Either way, you're not going to want us to try to hand stain these underneath. And if it was sprayed green and matched in, it might actually look a lot better. Of course, no paint would go on top, but that's we can discuss that later on. All lights come down. Doors, again, semi-gloss. I like to make it. They are semi-gloss now. This one actually, these might not even have to be painted, so consider that as well. we might be able just to mask them off and leave them because they look really good, look as if they were somewhat new, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. The works, we mask properly so that you do not see kind of like stuff like that line. Pretty easy stuff to do, and definitely in our alley. So I'll go ahead and write this up, send it over this evening or tomorrow morning, and let you take a look, and we will go from there. And it doesn't look to be anything out of the ordinary. So thank you very much for the call, and hopefully this video was informative. Thank you.